Hello guys and welcome to Tier 3 here in Monaco. We've seen two great races already this week in Tier 2 and Tier 1. Tier 3 shall not disappoint, so let's get this started. It's no formation lap, please remember that. There's a lot of reserves in tonight. We won't talk about why, but yes, there is. But tonight I needed a special guest for a special track. It's Mr. League owner himself. Martin, how are you?
Hello, I'm not too bad, thanks very much. I don't know about you, well, although you say you're not going to mention why people are absent, I bloody well am, because
Alright, you go for it. I'll let you do it.
I'm not going to talk about it right now, but quite frankly, it's not acceptable. So
yeah, it's not. Let's put it that way.
It's just not fair on the rest of the guys in Tier 3. There's a group of people who've turned up, there's a group of people who certainly are, rightfully and genuinely absent, but are you telling me that over half the tier is just coincidentally not available tonight?
I think everyone planned their new Monaco is going to be on their calendar and just thought I'm going on holiday that week.
Well, it's funny because in tiers 1 and 2 and 4 seems to be normal amounts of absence, so
yeah,
coincidence.
Yeah, I think I did mention this to a few people that it seems a very big coincidence, doesn't it? But it's a shame.
Well, we'll move on. But as someone has just said, this is effectively like MRCX tonight.
It's MRCX point 2, but with the actual real-world F1 cars. That's what it is tonight. So
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see how people come through, because obviously we've got a few people in here who won't be qualifying at all, and we've got some who won't be qualifying at all and have to use every tyre compound.
No, none in Tier 3 have to do that because that's when you're 3 tiers above. That's only Tier 4 that have that rule.
Have we not? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Let's see if it happens in Tier 4 afterwards then. My apologies,
it definitely will. So Tier 3, it's just for the Tier 1 guys, it's just no qualifying for place demotion, and Tier 2 is medium qualifying for place demotion. So
I set that up for you. Do you see that?
Yeah. See, you wanted me to express it rather than yourself. I see. But
yeah, I didn't. I just deliberately got it wrong about the 3-tire compound thing. It definitely wasn't me.
You're just testing me live on air just to see how on it I am today. But
I am definitely. I've been told that I am very trying. Yeah.
Well, it's lucky I'm kind of awake at least. So, but we have got 20 drive. Well, 19 now. Bogan's retired because he can't qualify. But we have got a full field. That means we're in for probably some great racing, and well, great racing around Monaco doesn't really go, does it? But we're in for something today, which is good.
I don't agree. We've had some really good races.
No, we have. Yeah, we have. MRCX, actually, we saw some great overtakes.
Just to piddle on the chips of the people that have not turned up yet again.
Yeah.
If you've not turned up because you're expecting it to be like a safety car Grand Prix and loads and loads of people not finishing, that's really not what we've seen in the other 2 races so far, is it? In fact, the other 3 races, in fact.
Well, I think it's become a common recurring theme. I think we've raced here, 4 times now? Well, since I've been here in MRC. And it's always been the quietest night in stewarding. Each time. It really has.
But the speeds are low. So the speeds are low, and actually, apart from a couple, the corners aren't very tight. So... and the corners that are tight are at very low speed, so it's actually not that easy to remove a wheel.
Yeah, it really isn't. Well, unless you're Connor. I managed it, but yeah.
Yeah, well, that wasn't particular. That you literally went into the only fast corner there.
Yeah.
I say not the only fast corner, but you get my point. It's
the only one where it's a heavy braking zone, and you're coming in at high speed.
No runoff, and you've got no runoff whatsoever. The only other place you could do that really is on the exit of the swimming pool.
Yeah,
it's quite easy to go deep there and find the wall there as well, actually. But yes, we shall see what happens. But my suspicions are that we will yet again see a race with probably how many times are we going to guess? Are we going to guess at retirements?
In Tier 3, you're brave. Let's go.
We've seeing as we've only got half of tier 3, hopefully it should be quite a high level of finishes.
I reckon we'll have 7 DNFs.
7? Wow,
Yes.
that'd be above the norm. Because we had didn't we have 4 or 5 in... I think we had more in tier 1 than we had in tier 2, didn't we?
Tier 2 we had me.
4?
4, yeah. 4
Yeah.
altogether, I think.
I've got a feeling tier 1 might have been 5, but yeah. Anyway, yes. So I'm gonna guess 5.
Yeah, no, that's a fair prediction, I think. Ryan wants me to do a lap in French. Yeah, well, good luck. I don't know much French.
Well, you could do it in a French accent.
No, not if you want the stream
it.
taken down.
You could do a Gav hate crime and just insult the. You could insult the French nation. You could do your best Hercule accent.
You sound strangely like Anton right now.
That is because I am French.
Fair enough. Error voice on the mediums.
Bonjour, bienvenue. Est-ce qu'il y a une place pour acheter un coq, monsieur? Près d'ici, s'il vous plaît, monsieur.
I have no idea what you just said, but cool.
I said, is there somewhere around here I could buy a cheese and ham toasted sandwich, please?
Yeah, if you look on the outskirts of Term 1, you can see a cafe. You should be fine. I was paying good attention to that when I hit Sand the Bot.
There is one school phrase that actually I don't suppose they would teach people anymore, which is Esquilia and Tabac Predacy, which is actually quite a useful phrase when you're in Tabac.
Yeah, I can imagine it most definitely is, to be fair.
Not sure why they taught you how to ask where the closest tobacconist is in school, but there is a reason for it. It's because that's where you buy. It's where you buy stamps for your postcards.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that enough of a diversion? Should we talk about the cars that are going around the black bit in between the blue bit and the grey bit?
Well, I have just realised there are cars actually racing today. But
we're only just getting some lap times coming in, to be fair, so a bit of waffle was needed.
But Error Voice and Genie instantly being horrible to the rest of the tier 3 guys on the mediums. Top 2, then Baby Hornet's actually the leader of the tier 3 boys. Which is, there's got to be something wrong with him, for sure. Gab's 5th on the hards.
Yeah, I'm just looking at those. Yeah, the time from Era Voice there is pretty handy, isn't it? Actually,
I wouldn't even bother going back out again if I was him, to be honest. I really wouldn't.
He's 6/10 ahead of Genie, who was not only the race winner, but also qualified very, very well in Tier 2.
Yeah, he did. And, I mean, well, you know, you had a great battle with him for the lead. So
yeah, he had the benefit of some very nice soft tyres, and mine at that point, I think I said in the group chat afterwards, were made of mahogany. They were
yeah.
For some reason, after 33 laps on them, they weren't actually very nice anymore.
I'm not quite sure why that surprises you, to be completely honest.
They actually felt okay up until about 25, and then they just went off a cliff.
Yeah.
But they were still goable, you know. Still, you know.
Well, you got round, so
they still stopped and steered and braked and stuff. They just did it all in slow motion. That was the problem. And I could just see, Mr. Rob, like I could just see the time coming down like 2 seconds a lap, and I was like, can I just hold him up? Am I going to be able to just hold him up? And no is the answer.
If there's any place you could, it would be here, though. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, I was actually watching the gaps, and I was just desperate for keep a close enough gap to Rob, so that when Rob went into the pits, he came out in front of Carl. So, Carl, you're a bugger.
Naughty Carl. That's
Naughty
what the general.
Carl.
That's what the general consensus is here, I think. But I want to shout out the tier 4 guys that have stepped up today, though, because Airways, Johnny Smooth, Smoggy Ghost, all the tracks to go from line to no line. This is probably one of the harder ones, so fair play to them for stepping up.
Yeah, and it's great
3.
for Tier 4 guys to step up to Tier 3, because ultimately Tier 4 is designed to be somewhere that you get promoted from, not stay in.
Yeah.
So at some point, you're going to have to go without line, so stepping up to Tier 3 whenever you can is really good practice for your, hopefully, inevitable promotion.
Yeah, exactly. And, I mean, well, this season, if you reserve as a Tier 4 driver, you're pretty much guaranteed a seat. But It's not meant to be the case, don't get me wrong. But it's good to see Airways as well. Can I just say, the tier 4 guys just put it provisional, like, well, at least, like, out of the guys that aren't higher tier, he's fastest.
He is. I mean, the thing is, I mean, the actual pace between 3 and 4 isn't that great.
No, it's not.
You know,
Yeah,
the pace difference to me.
Yeah, it's
like
very similar. Yeah, I was going to say, it just sounded like you completely mugged off the entirety of 3 and 4 there.
Yeah, the pace in tiers 3 and 4, it's non-existent. Anyone
Yeah.
but you could get a rotting vegetable to go around as quick as Night Shadow.
Well, you probably could, to be fair.
Yeah, he's actually now tier 2, so I can't say that anymore.
I was going to say, I bet
and
he's
on hard tyres in 7th spot, so...
Oh, Dakon's just gone into Sandoval. He's done a corner. As Baby Hornet's gone fastest. No, he's out. Dakon is out. I've got a big glitch here. It's not letting me go above Rob Smith in the timing screens.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, it is now.
So, who's on a hot lap at the moment?
Hot lap at the minute. Let's have a look. Woomax, but he's higher tier. I don't want to watch him.
Johnny Smoothers, I think. Johnny Smoothers just coming into the swimming pool chicane.
He is. Now this next one, 50-meter braking point, but you've got to get the turn in spot on and try and get as close to the wall as you can, or the exit, to gain the maximum amount of time to almost set you up for the flat out left-right. But that's very good.
He's on his second lap on these tyres as well. He's running quite short on the ERS, but I think he's just going to have enough to make it to the line as he comes through to back.
The double warm-up actually helps you round here as well. I did it, kind of, with a broken front wing.
And there you go. He's where's he
P13.
Okay.
Yeah. I think he maybe lost a bit of time somewhere, but
yeah, no, it was looking like he was rapid at that. You know, as I was watching, there weren't any obvious errors.
Yeah, Rob Smith popped it in P3. That's a good lap from him. Still not quite with Error Voice, but the gap is oh so close between those two. The gap between Airways and Woomax, sorry. Yes.
Who's this Babi Hornet in first? Babi Hornet.
I've never heard of him, to be honest.
And how is he in first? Oh, I've just seen an Alfa Romeo spinning as I'm watching.
Is it
Who was
Jazz
that?
Boy or Error Voice? Probably Error Voice. We know Error Voice isn't very good. It is Error Voice.
It actually is Error Voice, yeah. It's Fabian and his insect bite.
Have you seen a picture of it?
I have, and actually I got him to go to the doctors, and he's now been to the doctors, and he's racing medicated.
Yeah, he sent me a picture of it, and I was just like, yeah, you might want to get that looked at, to be honest.
Yeah, he was definitely having a reaction, so yeah. So he's probably very uncomfortable in that car. So
yeah.
It's not really slowing him down, is it?
No, it's not. And I mean, I think it would take a bit more than an insect bite to slow him down, to be completely honest. But
normally, to be fair, it seems to be a wall that slows him down. No, I'm joking, Fabian. He's my teammate in tier 2. But,
I was going to say, you got to be nice to him. You two are trying to win a constructors together here. Oh, Melvin's just done a big twitch in the entry to the tunnel.
That's something you don't hear every day.
Well, yeah.
Unless you're his girlfriend.
He needs to enter better than that.
Oh, Melvin's had a big twitch on the entry to the tunnel again. Sorry.
Goodbye, stream. No, Smoggy Ghost is now on a lap as well, the Aston Martin. So let's see how he can get on. Oh my goodness, what have you done to me? Right, let's see, he's 2 tenths up in the first sector. Oh, he's gone into the wall! He's now... Oh, has he got any wing damage? I don't think he does. He's twitching absolutely everywhere though. Just don't twitch into the tunnel, please. You'll set Martin off again. Oh, he did. He actually did.
There's a lot of people who are about to come out of the pits, I think. It looks like we're hitting that time. Just quickly in the chat, there's quite a few people commenting. Hello to Matty Sullivan. Obviously, Ryan, you said about doing a lap in French. Didn't do a lap, but did do a little French lesson there for you. Might help you out with another one later. Mandy says hello. Ant Hook says Baby Hornet is using a cheat code. That could explain it. Simba says, evening boys, I see Red Bull have brought the catering package tonight. Who's Red Bull tonight? Baby Hornet.
And Melvin.
And Melvin.
One of the only teammates that actually turned up, to be fair. But, wait, good impression of Connor, Gav.
Did you do an impression of Connor? Of Gav, I mean, Connor.
No, the way Mandy says it is Gav's done an impression of me. Gav, can you talk?
Oh, did he crash into something? Is that what we're saying?
Oh, most likely. Okay, fair enough then. Oh yeah, no, he has got a front wing. Oh, he's in a McLaren as well. Okay, it all makes sense now. Ghost Rider.
Is anybody? Yes, I was about to say. It looks like he's
invalidated. So is Jazz Bodge.
This is a good time to be on track because there probably is going to be a lot of traffic in a minute. Although there's a bunch of people obviously not going to be coming back out again.
Yeah, there
so
definitely
it won't be
is.
too bad tonight, actually.
Anton's just tried to do a lap on Inters and failed rather badly. Even
Melvin
though
just took an awful lot of curb on the entry to the swimming pool there.
Yeah,
He's on his outlap at the moment. But I was watching the other races, and that seems to be where everybody's picking up their penalties.
yeah, it really does.
You really want to go into that corner a lot slower and focus on the exit. You can make up so much time by getting on the throttle early out of that complex. Really helps to just be slow over the entry curve, get it in a straight line close to the exit, and just be in third and floor it, and you get so much time from it.
Yeah.
So it's actually not even worth risking the penalty.
Yeah, no, it really is. A lot of people are being very cautious into Sandoval, which, I mean, but I keep saying Melbourne's twitchy, but he really is. Yeah, he's just had a big moment out of turn 3, but, we've got a Sambal fan in the chat. Mark said, did Gav crash? Yes, alright, we all know. Oh, lol, because it's because I said he twitched into the tunnel, that's why I did a Gav impression.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it is a very Gav thing to say, isn't it? Let's be honest.
And we know that Ant can't set a time. We do realise that, but it's you on your intermediates again.
Yeah, I mean, I saw him cross the line. It just made me forget that he was tier 1 for a second. That's all it was. But Melvin's on a flyer. Let's see what he's going to do. Error Voice goes and bullies everyone again. Brilliant. But let's see what Melvin's going to do. He comes out at the back. He's on the run down to the line. 12-7, P6. What is going on with Red Bull today? 2nd and 6th. This is like unheard
Here comes
of.
Baby Hornet as well. Baby Hornet takes the pole. That could. Well, actually, it depends whether Error Voice sticks in another lap on the tyres he's on. Is he still going?
Yeah.
No, he's not. He's backed out.
Yeah, so Baby Hornet is officially using my Red Bull from last season.
Rob Smith is also on a fast lap right now.
Let's see, can he... Oh, he's gone really wide on the entry of the tunnel. I need to stop mentioning the tunnel, for God's sake. But, he has. But now, let's see, did it lose him that much time? Let's see what his split is into the middle sector, because...
Looked very neat through there.
It really... nice and close to the wall as well, but he's 5/10 down on his time. So that is far from ideal. Gav is now on the mediums. He's now in P5 on them as well. Gini's P4. McLaren, Mercedes 3 and 4. What about Airways? What's he doing currently? He's just got caught up in traffic. He's got no front wing. That is not good. Is that Error Voice that's just flown past him, or is that Jazz Boy? No, it is Jazz Boy. Let's see what Jazz... Oh, he's just starting his lap. So, McLaren's just hit the wall into back. I've just seen that. Jazz Boy made the line with 2 seconds. Oh, and he's hit Sandoval.
Oh dear.
He tried the heroics into Sandoval and it backfired.
Got Ghost Rider on a fast one. I think he's I think he may be the only person who's travelling fast who's actually not a tier 2 driver at the moment.
Yeah, Simba, I don't know why I said to back, to be honest. I think it's because Martin keeps saying to back, and I'm just saying to back all the time now.
No, I don't keep saying to back. I said to back once. Ghost Rider
No,
pops
but
up into 7th.
I feel like I've heard it. Ghost Rider, yeah, good lap from him. Melvin, is he on a second lap here? I think he might be because he's got a lot of ERS left. So let's see, he's coming. Oh, he's in the wall! 5 tenths down, he's not going to be improving. Is Gav on a lap? I think he may work. No, he's invalidated. Gav is done for the session. What about Rob Smith? He's now the man. No, he's also really down. So I think that's going to be when Gav, why are you going into the pits?
Oh, it's good practice here. It's very easy to get a pit lane speeding penalty here, actually. People don't realise, just because it's got a really slow entry doesn't mean you can't get a pit lane speeding penalty. So, je pense que c'est tout.
Yeah, we've had... Matty Sullivan's excited because of the Dutch man on pole. Mark says he knows which one to back is because he DNF'd there last time. That's not good memories. Who else? Ant loves his inters. I've heard Baby Hornet's cheat code is known as a bit of engineering from a fake Frenchman. Well, he wouldn't be on pole then, but I've just realised Error Boys actually stole it, and now that brings me to the grid. Error Boys will start on pole. Baby Hornet in P2, Rob Smith P3, Gene Genie in P4, Gav in P5, Melvin P6, Ghost Rider in P7, Wimax in P8, Airways P9, Stoob in P10, that's a bit high for Stoob, P11 for B17, P12 for my tier 2 teammate, that was Hornet, P13 for Da Convertible, P14 for Jazzboy, P15 for Johnny Smooth, P16 for Smoggy Ghost, and then Bergen, Sambal, Anton and Ziad all did not qualify. Martin, who are you going for as a winner? Let's say a tier 3 winner though.
Yeah. No, I will skip over anybody who's not a genuine, who's not an upper tier driver anyway, let's put it that way. I think tonight's the night that Simon brings home the bacon.
I mean, it would be great to see. From the point of view for me as well, that he's my former teammate, I would like to see it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Normally, he does well in quali, but he tends to have like either an unfortunate race, an unlucky race, or something just messes it up for him. I just get a feeling that tonight, because it's a bit more processional here, if he can get away well, he's right at the front, so he can stay out of trouble. Just ease it in. Just ease it in. Slide through the tunnel carefully. Make sure that you don't touch the sides too much, and certainly don't go too deep.
I've got to do a race start in a minute, please.
Sorry. Yeah. Anyway, Baby Hornet.
Yeah,
your race winner. You heard it here first.
I mean, he has promised me that he is winning today, so there is a lot of pressure on him. But
Mark
I'm
Davison
actually
says he's going for Rob Smith.
Yeah, I was just about to say Rob Smith's a good shout. Melvin is another driver you can't ever rule out, but there's no formation lap, so we are 3, 4, 5 red lights, and we are racing. It's actually a really good start from Simon. He's looking round the outside of Error Boys, but why does it say Rob Smith leading?
I just think I think that's a timing glitch that we saw in T1 that will fix itself once we get around to Casino Square-ish area.
Okay, thank goodness for that. It was panicking me then for a second. I was like, I don't like the look of this. But Baby Hornet is actually right on the back of Error Boys. He's made a really good start. They both started on the same tire. I thought maybe he had a tyre advantage. Okay, Rob Smith has now returned to 3rd place. Gaz made a good start. He's got past Genie off the start as well. So that's good from him. There's a Haas side by side. There's also a Haas in the wall. I think it may have been Da Convertible. Virtual safety car.
The simple fact with this track is just chill. Like,
yeah.
Like if you want to get points, just don't actually try too hard. Just follow your nose, take it easy, drive completely within yourself. Don't try and make any moves. Really, you don't need to. Let other people fall off the track. And speaking of falling off, Melvin's got no front wing.
That is not good, and that's probably going to send Red Bull over the budget cap now. So Simon's win's probably just gone out the window.
Yeah, they're going to have to downgrade from What's It's to own brand.
Or they're just going to have to starve their staff. But either way, Melbourne has just cost them big time, and he's probably going to get demoted very soon. But his teammate is looking pretty good early on here. Rob Smith is under a bit of pressure from the Mad Scotsman in P4. Genie's sort of backed off a little bit, but he is on the hard tyres. The hard tyres do take a little while to switch on, that is for sure.
We've got other people in the pits as well. We've got Sambal and Jazzboy and Bergen all in the pits. So I'm guessing we've had a little bit of bumper cars at the start. Yeah, that looked like Bergen was having a nose cone, I think.
Yeah, potentially. It looks like we've still got a mental timing glitch though, because it's saying Rob Smith is 1 minute 22 behind. But
yes, let's just hope that that fixes itself.
Oh, Dacon's out. Where's he gone? Oh, that is not a good place to go, and that for some reason hasn't caused a safety car. Okay, he was in the middle of the track. Fair enough. But Baby Hornets, he's now becoming under a bit of pressure here from Rob Smith. He's getting close, and obviously Gab's also joined to the back of them as well. So this is going to soon turn into a big old scrap for the tier 3 win at least.
So we've got a bit of mixture of strategies up the front there, because we've got the top 4 are on the mediums and the 4 behind them are on the hards. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
Yeah, it definitely is. That's why I also think, like, obviously Genie's just take. Oh,
sorry, Baby Hornet just nearly found a wall then. It just coming into the hotel hairpin just above there. Nearly went and did a Hamilton.
Yeah, he's got away with it though. He's still going, so put your head down, Simon. If you're listening to Martin on stream, he's just giving inspirational words to all of you, so
just stay calm, be zen.
Yeah, treat it like a yoga session, just in a 250 mile per hour car.
It's almost impossible unless you've got a big tyre difference to overtake. So just drive at your own pace, and if you've got people behind you, just ignore them, unless they happen to be alongside you. In which case, don't ignore them, because that would be quite bad. But you know what I mean.
I tried to do what Gav told me to do, and drive at 10 miles per hour, but it didn't work.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, it's maybe not 10 miles an hour, but you know, the places where you make time aren't really the places that are the ones which are riskiest. I mean, maybe into turn 1, maybe. There's certainly, you know, a few tenths to be had up the hill by getting a good exit out of turn 1, but you know, I mean, through the hotel chicane, I mean, that whole area there, you're not really going to make or lose a great deal of time there. And that's where so many people lose wings. It's just worth entering that chicane really gently and just rolling around it and making sure that every lap you just give that outside wall a really nice wide berth. There's just no point risking it. Yeah,
I agree totally. But we've got, like you said, the mixture of strategies is interesting at the moment. Anton obviously started on the softs as well. He's in P12 now, so he's made a good little getaway there. Melvin's actually making his way forward. He's made a few overtakes. He was down in P17 a minute ago. He's up to P14 now. I don't know if maybe the guys actually around him might have pit, but
I've got a couple of people in the pit right now.
Yeah, Ziad and Sambal, they're both in, so I think they've had a moment somewhere. Dumbest Hornet, 3 seconds for him. Stay on the track, Chris. What have I been teaching you? Ziad, 5...
Yeah, across the pit lane exit.
Oh, it's actually really easy to do here, though. But, yeah. I mean, that's never a good thing to do. There's also an Alpine gonna... Oh, I thought he was going to come right back out of the racing line then and put the Williams off. But he didn't, just about, so...
Did you nearly call it an Alpine?
Yeah, I don't know what I nearly called it. I was going to say something and I just stuttered big time.
Who is Alpine?
It's an upgraded Alpine. That's what it is. It's a non-French Alpine.
Okay, Yorkshire Alpine.
Yeah, that is for sure. An Alpine, yeah, that's going to be the new name of the car. That's my recreated version. Talking of Alpines, Ghost Rider is right on the back of Genie now. So, let's see. Ghost Rider's showing good pace. Obviously, we all know how strong Genie is here after seeing him the other day in Tier 2. So...
are we coming around to lap Ziad at the front here?
Has he had a lap down after leading? Like,
Oh, he's in a wall.
He's in a wall.
In fact, right now he's stuck in the pit exit wall somehow. Oh, he's glitching like a glitchy thing on glitch juice.
I mean, that's one way to put it.
I've never seen anything glitchier than that in my life. He's just glitched out onto the main straight from the pit lane.
You didn't see Dumbest Hornet in Tier 2 in Imola then, did you? I would presume, if you haven't seen anything, he's left the session. That's probably a good thing because of the lag in some way, not being horrible, but...
Unfortunately, his car is now going to drive round for the next 33 laps.
Well, hopefully he comes back and takes back control a bit. That would be helpful, but we'll soon find out.
Yeah, let's hope that happens. So, back to the front. Baby Hornet has still got Rob Smith in pretty close quarters.
He has. He's sort of keeping the gap between about 9.5 tenths to a second, though, just about. So he seems like he's controlling it at least at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's just not worth stressing about. I mean, Era Voice, he can just disappear off up the road. Doesn't matter. He's got nothing to do with the outcome of this race, really. Best he's going to do is 5th.
Yeah, Gab's also sort of attaching himself to this battle. He's just there. A safety car. Is that? Oh, Jazz Bodge is out.
Is it an Alpha?
Yeah, it's Jazz Bodge. Or Jazz Boy, or I don't want to butcher his name, but I still don't know how you say it. But we're gonna go Jazz Boy.
Just maybe call him Jazz.
Yeah, Jazzy Hands. There you go. That'll do.
Where was it he went?
It was.
Oh, it was into the hotel area, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's where it was.
On the way down the hill. Yeah. Just
but
where
safety car. Yeah. Just where
Johnny
was that?
Smooth
Where?
Got...
I'm trying to think. Was that where Chris went on Friday?
I was starting to say that, and I thought I wouldn't say it because saying that would seem so cruel and unnecessary. It just shows what a heartless poop you are.
He's not watching. He's late home from work, and he probably won't tune in, so it's fine. He doesn't need to know.
We're just gonna have an attack Chris party, are we then?
This is what I do every comp, but this time he deserves it because he did a silly moment in MRCX. But no, I was nice to him on Friday. I did say I felt bad for him.
Oh, that's very big of you.
Yeah, see, I'm a good friend. But let's see. So this safety car, I wonder. I mean, they could pull a U here and do 33 laps on a set of hards if they wanted to.
This field is so spread out.
Yeah, I was just thinking that as well. There's only one driver within a second of another, and that's Dumbest Hornet on Bergen, and that's because Dumbest Hornet's just come in the pits.
Because even Era Voice is still half a lap away from reaching the safety car at the moment.
Yeah, the safety car's just parked up on the exit of the tunnel.
Yeah, which someone nearly drove into the safety car there the other night, didn't they?
Oh, it's Tier 1, wasn't it? Who was it in Tier 1? I can't remember.
It was
I feel like it was SW, wasn't it? I believe. May have been SW.
Possibly.
But yeah,
Possibly.
no, that was insanely close. Drive-through penalty for Airways. Oh, that's a shame. He's having such a good race as well. But he's put the hards on. He's actually gone for a Martin Hill special here. Oh no, he's actually gone from hards to mediums. I'm wrong.
Yeah,
he's gone for the opposite.
That's going to be very, very unlikely to be anything apart from another stop.
What was Rob's? How many laps did Rob do on the mediums? Was it 26? I want to say on the mediums.
He did do quite a few. I mean, you know, it's the thing is, it's partly about the crossover point in terms of time as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So sometimes the tyres can feel like absolute cack, but you're actually not losing that amount, that much time compared to the harder compound.
Yeah. No, I agree.
So yeah, he kept it going and stretched it right out. Yeah, he did. He pitted very, very late, but he was trying to get that gap to Bit.
Yeah, I'm surprised he managed it on that because I believe Bit was on much fresher tyres than Rob as well. But I mean, obviously, yeah. I know Carl's not in your good books at the minute anyway because of the not driving fast enough.
Yeah, get better, Carl. That's not good. That's not good. I expect you to, even though we're not in the same team, I expect more from you in terms of assisting me.
There you go, Carl. There you have it. Martin is your non-official teammate heading forward in Tier 2.
We have been teammates in the past.
Yeah.
Can't actually
That was
remember
probably before I was here.
I can't. It was a long time ago. I can't really remember, to be honest with you. But I just vaguely remember that we were. May have been McLaren, maybe. Can't
I was
remember.
gonna say we've been teammates once in one race ever.
Have we?
Yeah.
I've blotted that out of my mind.
That
To be
was
honest with you.
it. I actually scored a point
to
that
be honest
day.
with you, I thought I was going to have to say I was probably racing the race on my own anyway, was I?
No, I actually finished one place behind you
Okay.
at Austria in Tier 2.
Was I second to last?
You was, because there was only 10 finishes and I finished 10th, you finished 9th.
Okay, that was actually supposed to be a joke. Okay. Right, moving on.
That's why it was fun. That's why I started laughing, because I was waiting for you to say it, and then you did. I was like, brilliant. But
now, going back to the race, can we work out who is actually a Tier 3/4 driver and work out who's actually in this fight right now? It's
Baby Hornet, Rob Smith, Ghost Rider, B17, Melvin, Johnny Smooth Airways, Smoggy Ghost, and Sambal.
So they're quite spread through the field there, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'd want to be Smoggy Ghost or Sambal at this very moment in time. I believe they're all a lap down as well, which makes it even worse. Yeah, I think Airways is the last driver on the lead lap. So...
I think the Smoggy Ghost is 125 behind the leader, but Ziad is 42 seconds behind the leader.
Okay, I've got a big timing glitch, because for me it says he's 1 minute 2 behind the leader, but yeah.
Okay, or maybe I've got a timing glitch, because we did see Ziad crashing into the pit lane entry, didn't we? So
we did. We've seen some crazy
behind.
stuff.
Oh, but is he back in? I didn't see him rejoin.
Let me see if he's ghosted. That's the way to check.
He is ghosted, yes.
Yeah, so he's not back in. He hasn't bothered. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing with what we saw, but yeah. It'll be interesting to see when Error Voice, because I know if Error Voice wins this with a lump on his side, I want to say a lump on his hip, it was, wasn't it? Then fair play.
I mean, come on, get a grip. It's just a bloody insect bite. It's not really. It's not like he's racing with a broken leg, is it? I mean, come on.
It did look quite bad though, but alright, it shouldn't affect him that much.
Bitten by a little mosquito, and now I'm so poorly. Oh,
I really hope he's watching this. He's going to be crying with laughter.
I managed to turn the steering wheel. Sorry. I know it's not. I know that it's not a mosquito bite.
There's a Error Voice impression live in Tier 3. Please, everyone, tune in if you want to hear it.
Sounded a bit like one of Gab's characters, but without the Scottish accent, actually. And here we go, we're on the restart.
We are. Error Voice is gone. Baby Hornet's actually stuck with him reasonably well there. He hasn't really caught anyone napping because Rob Smith's right on the back of Baby as well. So
please be careful with cold tyres, everybody.
Yeah, oh, was that a Williams? Did Wimax just go into Sandoval and touch the wall? He may have done. No, it doesn't look like it. They've all survived. Anton's passed B17 here, which is pretty good going. I mean, Ziad's Ghost is still driving with no front wing, which probably isn't helping anyone at the moment.
Somehow Ziad just got a penalty. B17 got a penalty for ignoring a yellow flag, which I didn't see a yellow flag, so that one may need to get looked at.
Yes, please bring it to... Well, it'll be me tonight, so...
I wonder whether it's something to do with Ziad's car causing that, because I think he was passing it at the time.
Yeah, potentially, and I believe Anton was trying to get past him around the same time as well, so... But Melvin's right on the back of B17. I wonder if he's going to try an audacious move here. B17 is really struggling on the exit. Anton's driven away from him already. Oh, Melvin touches the wall on the exit. That's not great. He's avoided damage though, but B17 is really struggling on those hard tyres. Melvin seems to have slightly better grip coming into Raskas. He has a big twitch though, B17. He's hit the wall in the final corner. Oh, there's contact. Melvin's in the wall. Now there's a bit of Bergen trying to move on B17, and he actually made it through. opportunistic there.
There's a bit of Bergen trying to make a move.
Yeah.
Which bit of Bergen is trying to make a move? I'm fascinated to know which bit of him is trying to make a move.
I'm still trying to work that out myself, to be completely honest. But
are we heading back to Tunnel Chat?
Tunnel Chat, yeah, because Rob Smith and Baby Hornet have both just entered it at the same time.
Well, hello. There's a lot of websites about that sort of thing.
They're into crazy stuff. Please head over to different sites. But let's see.
There's quite a few fights happening right now.
There is. I'm wondering if Rob seems to be lining Hornet up a little bit here, because Hornet seems to be struggling for exits on every corner at the moment. So I wonder if Rob's going to be very, very smart about this, because Gab's still there, hovering as well, like the pest that he is.
There's only a few corners where really your exit makes a massive difference, and one of them is starting a lap, and he actually got a really good exit out of Tabac and onto the straight there. So he's actually just pulled a gap, as we've said that.
Yeah, he really, really did. So Baby Hornet survives another lap, and it's actually put Rob under a lot more pressure. Gab's practically pushing him through the first sector, but Gav went over the bump, and it actually, going over that bump on the exit of 4 really, really hurts you.
It does in this game, doesn't it?
Yeah, you can feel it.
It didn't in last year's game, which is interesting. Oh, Gav had a big twitch there.
He did, didn't he? I thought he was going straight into the wall, but he saved it just about. But virtual safety car. Who is that? I think it's Airways potentially.
Yeah, it looked like there's a McLaren going slowly.
He's got a full front wing, so maybe it's not him. Oh no, I know who it is. Is that Baby Hornet with no front wing?
No.
Baby Hornet. There's a Red Bull with no front wing.
I'm watching Baby Hornet. He's got a front wing.
Maybe I'm just blind then.
Is it Melvin?
It could be Melvin. Let me have a look.
It's Melvin. No, it's Melvin. Yeah, it's Melvin.
I was going to say, I knew my eyes weren't deceiving me here. Well, I hope it wasn't anyway. But
that's the second time we've seen Melvin without a front wing in this race, unfortunately.
Yeah, and he's one of the drivers that I would probably have tipped the... Well, he's still well in it, but I'd say one of the favourites for the championship this season based off what we've seen so far. This isn't going too well for him.
Unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. So,
another driver that is impressing me here though is Ghost Rider. The way he's sticking on to the man that won Tier 2 this week. He's like a leech onto Rob's backside at the moment. Oh, what's happened to Rob Smith? Oh, he's pit. Rob Smith's come in the pits.
He has. He's gone to the hards. He's going to be doing a sensible amount of laps on those. That seems pretty reasonable. 25 laps on the hards. I think that's probably just in line with the strategy, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's still a lot less than what you did, but I don't think anyone would want their tyres to be... What did you say your tyres were at the end?
Oh, in percentage terms?
Yeah.
Oh, it was, well, the right rear was red. I can't remember exactly what it was. It was somewhere around 80%. I think the rest were kind of like mid-70s somewhere.
How did you not get a puncher? That's what I want to know. But
punctures are for losers.
I was just waiting for you to say skill, to be honest, but you know. Let's see, Ghost Rider right on the back of Genie. The DRS couldn't be more pointless around the track than it is here. Stoop's having a good race, which is like unheard of, but he has got Anton for a bit of pressure on. Anton's done 14 laps on a set of softs.
Yeah, I think we saw a few people do that the other night as well. I think we saw a few people do 15, didn't we?
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, there was someone that did 15, I think, in tier 2.
I can't remember who it was. I know that I remember watching one of the races from Monday night and seeing some softs going quite a long way anyway.
Yeah, I mean...
Interestingly...
Yes.
Baby Hornet... oh yeah, of course, because Rob Smith pitted, didn't he? Yes, that's why Night Shadow is catching up to him.
Yeah, it definitely is. So Rob Smith, he's already catching up rather quickly to B17. The overcut we've seen in real life and on this game can work, because obviously if Rob Smith hits the traffic of B17, Baby Hornet probably just wants to extend a little bit here and let him get caught up in it a bit.
There's a lot to be said about coming out in free air here as well.
Yeah. Like what Rob did, you mean?
Tricky thing to do unless you got someone talking to you in your ear.
Yeah, that is very true. You're not wrong there. Ghost Rider though, he's still there, just about on the back of Genie, but Anton pressuring Stube an awful lot. I'm surprised he's still got the grip he's got in those soft tyres, but I mean, he's tier 1 for a reason, I guess.
The closest actual fight we've got amongst people from this tier is B17 and Rob Smith are about to have a battle right now.
Yeah, they are. There's the rear wheel to front wheel, but Rob just didn't have the space quite to make the move there. Sensible from Rob to back out of it. A lot of people, you would think maybe would send it a bit more, but we all know how that would end. But Rob's going to try and get the exit into the tunnel. Now, is he going to get the run down to the chicane? I don't think... Oh, he had a bit of a twitch in the middle of the tunnel there, but he's not close enough to be able to make a move up the inside. That is a corner you can make a move into if you get the right exit.
You've got to have a tyre advantage to make that work. If you don't have a tyre advantage, you're probably just going to hit the car.
To be fair, I saw Gav do an incredible move into that in tier 2 on Monday. I was very proud.
Yeah, okay. Oh gosh, that was. I had a weird glitch there. Suddenly it looked like they were in reverse positions, but they're not.
Here goes Rob Smith. He's looking round the outside into Sandermont. That's brave. It's very brave. Oh, B17 to the wall. He lost it himself.
Yeah, I think he was just so surprised to see that car coming around the outside of him. It made him jump into the wall.
Oh, of course,
really
you've got to feel.
Luck.
But Rob Smith probably sat there thinking, "Please don't say I made contact with him."
Yeah,
Can confirm you didn't. Well, not on my screen anyway.
No, look, nowhere near him from my screen, and that's actually initiated a safety car.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. He is on the pit exit, but this is really beneficial for Baby Hornet.
Yeah, this is about perfect timing for those on the mediums. It's a bit unfortunate for those on the hards, actually.
Yeah, Rob Smith has been really screwed.
Having said that, 22 laps on a set of mediums isn't impossible, as we have seen, so I suspect we're going to see the front bunch all go to the pits right now.
Baby Hornet just absolutely pooped himself.
Oh, Gavin, what are you doing? Oh, here comes Mr. Glory Hound. Oh, I can get myself to the front of the stage and ignore common sense and that, fella! Look at me coming up my hole!
I really hope he's watching this. If not,
what do you mean watching? He's in the chat, isn't he?
Oh, what? He's in comms. He's in comms with us. Yeah, that was him. Okay.
That was actually. Hello there, Conrad and Martin. It's really nice to be talking to you on this Wednesday evening from Monaco.
Whoever this Scottish freak is talking, you killed Geke in YouTube chat, so that's one thing.
I don't know. I haven't got an idea where everybody's gone to. They were all in front of me, and now they've all disappeared.
Oh, guys, I'm sorry for this. I'm joking. It's all Geke's dead. Geke's officially. I hope we do see you back next week, Geke. I will say that. Stube's in P2. There's got to be something wrong there as well.
Yeah, this is probably a glitch.
Dumbest Hornet's lasted 18 laps of a race. That's dodgy. Error Voice is bitten and somehow P5. Baby Hornet's still going. That's also dodgy. Genie's P7 after winning the other day. That's probably about right.
It's got to be said. It's got to be said. It's looking very good for Baby Hornet if he can just keep it out of the barriers.
Don't say it's looking. He watches the streams and he panics if you say something nice about him. So you've got to be horrible.
No, I don't say horrible things about people ever, do I?
I do.
No, I'm lying. I don't. Yeah,
no, you just do impressions of them when they're leading and shouldn't be. But
if anything happens to Simon, we have to say it's very unfortunate.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. Definitely not Martin's fault for saying I hope he doesn't hit a wall or anything. But
No, you just have to, if you're doing an impression of Baby Horton, you've got to speak in a very, very smart voice, in a slightly high tone, and say that everything's ever so unfortunate.
you've just given yourself a new nickname created by Ant, by the way. Martini Pinkham.
Okay, I'll take it.
And he'll never see you in the same way again, apparently. Gekke's back Friday for Spain, which is great to see. So, Mr. I know how knowledgeable you are on the old F1. What's your favourite ever real-life Monaco race?
It's the Mansell Senna battle, I guess.
Oh, that was such a stupid question, wasn't it?
Well, it's not really, because Mansell should have won, and he didn't.
Well, yeah, that's true, actually.
Because obviously Senna was able to just toot around at his own pace and very wide. Even though the cars were like half the size of the ones that we've got these days, it was almost impossible to overtake, which just goes to show what a stupid track this is and why it shouldn't be in Formula 1.
I mean, yeah, they're sort of now just hanging on to the historical factor without realising that just about nobody actually wants to see anyone race around here.
It's a spectacle, but qualifying is the interesting bit, and the race itself is usually pretty dull. But
to be honest, though, that's been the story of the 2023 season. We've had some amazing qualifiers this season.
What was the other one? Would be in terms of answering your question. What was the year where Jensen stopped his car in the wrong place and had to run the entire length of the grid because of the fact that he had to? Because they do the presentations obviously in a weird place, and he ended up being in the wrong place and had to run for it with his helmet on.
I can't remember what year it was, but I remember him doing it because I was in stitches when he did it.
Ant says it's 09. Yeah, that would make sense. I wasn't sure whether it was, but that would make sense.
That's the only time he's won Monaco, isn't it? Or did he not win? I can't remember. I think he did win.
Yeah, he won. Yeah, that was why he was running.
Yeah,
with his helmet on.
Yeah, he was delighted.
And then what else is it? I mean, I've just rewatched a lot of. So basically, I decided in the off season that I would rewatch the whole of the 70s and 80s. I did. I watched all the 70s and 80s season reviews.
Oh yeah.
And there were some very, very silly ones especially back in the 70s. Oh, safety cars coming in. I'll just say that basically until you got to the 2000s, really, half the grid wouldn't finish normally at this track.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not surprised. But you get to experience live on stream on comms a Gav restart.
Oh God, here we go.
He's actually going faster than he normally does.
This actually looks way too sensible.
Yeah, that was really. I'm actually disappointed in Gav. I'm not gonna lie. Usually he's at 10 mile per hour, and you can't get any heat in your tyres. But he's caught Stube napping, that is for sure. Stube's now under pressure from his teammate for the night, in Mr. Bergen. Dumbest Hornet has really left Error Voice. Error Voice has been left for dead, and he's actually under pressure. But there's a side-by-side behind. I think it's Ghost Rider and GG. It is. Ghost Rider's got past Genie. Great move into turn 3. Incredible. Up the inside. Wow. And done.
Impressive stuff.
Yeah, that was... There was a bit of wheel banging, but I think...
Oh! He's in the wall!
Who was in the wall?
Ghost Rider just went into the wall in the hotel hairpin.
Oh, he did. Ginny's had a big... I don't know if I can say that. He just had a big twitch on the entry of the tunnel. But,
has Ghost Rider picked up any wing damage from that?
It's not visible. That I did check. It's not visible at the moment. Well, okay. If it shows me a better camera angle, it's not.
He might have got lucky and just hit the wheel rather than the wingman in that case, because it was a fairly...
He's got no front wing now! He's just hit it! Again!
Oh dear.
After pulling the first overtake of the entire race, it's all...
I feel really bad for him.
Yeah. Rob Smith, those games.
That was a really good move from Ghost Rider, and he deserves to be where he was on the track, and now, unfortunately, it's all gone.
Yeah.
Breasts up.
Yeah, I was hoping you said that the right way, to be honest, but you did. Error Voice is now caught right back up to dumbest Hornet. Hornet is on much older tyres. His mediums are now 15 laps old. I do wonder if Hornet's just going to try a worldy strategy here and go for a Hornet 1-2. But the day that happens will be the day I probably fall off a cliff or something.
If he can get 29 laps out of those tyres.
Yeah. Sorry, but something huge has just happened. Baby Hornet has just got 3 seconds. And he's hit the wall! No. Hornet's just hit the wall on the entry. Oh,
he's got a bit of wing missing. He's got end plate damage. Now that is not disastrous here. Oh no, he hasn't. It was the shadow. It was the shadow.
It looked like his wheel hit it, to be fair, but he's now got to get past Error Boys because at the minute they're just stuck in traffic and it's bringing Rob Smith closer to him. And that is not what he needs.
He doesn't need to panic at this point. He just needs to stay calm and focus on the driving, not on the racing. Everyone in front of him is unlikely to stay in front of him.
The question is, how nice is his brother going to be to him?
This is a good question, but
knowing these two, probably not nice.
Those mediums are on.
He's going for a move round the outside.
Oh.
There's contact!
No, just
go on the inside, there's more contact!
This is unnecessary, oh my word.
I thought they just, oh my goodness, yeah, I'm lost for words.
Yeah, I mean, bless him for taking the fight to Era Voice, but,
he's so nearly got into the back of him. That was super brave on the brakes. Smoggy Ghost is out.
Oh, has Era Voice picked up some damage or something? Is Era Voice slow right now?
Maybe the bite's affecting him.
Yeah, maybe it's.
I'm trying to make excuses for him here. He's probably just slow.
Spreading into his brain.
Oh, Hornets just hit the final corner, the wall in the final corner as well.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't know if you're busy making them laugh and it's causing them to make mistakes, but at the same time, our voice is being really helpful. I'm wondering if Chris is actually trying to help his brother here a little bit.
I think he's hindering him. That's the problem.
He actually. Simon nearly has a look again. These two need to behave themselves. I'm petrified for these guys at the moment.
Yeah, the problem is, even if his brother is, trying to be, well, I'm not sure he's trying to be, because he's on 17 lap old medium, so he's probably got a tyre disadvantage as well, but it is genuinely his brother that's actually causing him to be in incredibly close proximity to a bunch of other cars that he really doesn't need to be.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I know they're at a party together, and I do kind of wish I could hear what was being said at the moment.
That's very unfortunate.
I feel like Simon would be choosing his words not very wisely. So, yeah. But let's see. He's still right at the back. He is looking for every way possible past Error Boys at the moment. But now it's actually bringing Rob Smith super close to him into Raskas. Dumbest Hornet's come in the pits. So that unleashes Fabian now.
Now, the interesting thing is, I would have gone longer on those mediums.
Yeah, maybe he gave in to his brother in the end, though.
Yeah, maybe it's just a way of getting out of the way of the fight. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, you're going to go to the softs. You might want to do it a little bit closer to the end, but I mean, they'll be fine. They'll make it to the end. But
yeah, I was going to say, we've seen 14 from...
Not advantage.
No, not enough of one anyway, not towards the end. But...
No, and also the cars he's got around him are on fairly young mediums as well, so he's going to have a bit of an advantage, but not a massive one.
Yeah, that's true.
Johnny Smooth is racking up quite a few penalties tonight, I've noticed. Where are we with penalties?
Yeah, let's have a look. So
I saw him get a drive-through earlier, is what I was referring to. But
he's only had one on track penalty though. Yeah.
Yeah, not many so far. We've got a few 3 seconds out there.
Yeah, we've got a few. Baby Hornet, Melvin, both Red Bulls got one. That's not good. Williams, a Dumbest Hornet. Johnny Smooth's also got one, and Sambao, but Sambao is currently a lap down and last at the moment. But this race it's starting to poise now to be quite nice. Hornet's starting to pull away a little bit from Rob Smith, but Error Boys is also starting to build a bit of a gap to Hornet, but then Hornet seems a bit stronger in the middle sector than Arrow Boys. So, but
yeah, I mean,
yeah.
he could really do with getting past Era Voice if he has got the pace to do it. I mean, it's always so difficult because of the fact that it's so risky to make a move here. But if he, because they're right on the back of the other cars, aren't they? So even if he does get past Era Voice, he's not going to be able to open the gap of 3 seconds that he needs for a little while. He's only got 13 laps to do that in. These guys at the front, unfortunately, are costing Baby Hornet quite badly.
Yeah, well, Stube and Gab definitely have to pit. We know that. And you would probably think Bergen has to as well. He's on 24 lap old mediums. So it's a matter of when rather than if with those guys. They're all going to go to softs, that's for sure as well.
Yeah.
But Gab's pace seems pretty strong on those mediums. I mean, he's gapped Stube, who's on the same lap hards. So, but Gab is literally twitching out of every corner because I'm currently watching him.
Simba in the chat is basically accusing there of being a ringer in Gab's car because it's going way too quickly, especially on the restart.
Yeah, on the restart it was. I saw it got above 30 miles per hour and I was like, I don't think Gab's actually driving. But Stube's just come into the pits. He's fitted soft tyres, so that gets him out of the way of this battle for the lead. We'll probably see Bergen in next lap. I wonder if we'll see Gavin anytime. Oh, who was that? Is that Ziad stopped on track? There was some... Am I seeing things?
Yes, you're doing.
Okay, we'll just pretend I didn't see it then. But Baby Hornet still... Oh, big moment for Error Voice now. On the run down to the tunnel, Hornet's actually got the better exit. But then Error Voice just... I wonder if Error Voice isn't running 50-50 wins, to be honest.
I was running a few clicks less on the rear wing, which gives you a bit of straight line speed through that tunnel. Makes it quite hard to get, for people to get near you in the braking zones if you run a little bit less rear wing here, but not a lot, just a couple of clicks.
Error Voice just bounced off the wall. I've just seen that. He seems to have survived it for the time being. But yeah, no, the straight line speed's not a bad idea, because then even if they do get the better exit. But Hornet is now looking a little bit, Hornet's being very, very sensible here.
He needs to be. It's so tempting to send it, but the problem is he's still got 2 more cars in front of there, which are stopping his escape up the road. I feel like Simon's got the pace to pull away a bit and maybe get that 3 seconds. If he could just... Oh, he was braking on the bump and it didn't want to stop.
Oh, this is tense. And it's not how... Gab's had a moment somewhere because he was 3 seconds ahead of Bergen. And now Bergen's right at the back of him. I think Gab's tyres have totally fallen off the cliff. Yeah, and now this has brought these guys to them. But...
Oh, I've just realised I forgot to stop for the tyres when everybody else stopped for the tyres.
Rob's out! Rob Smith is out!
Oh, that's big, and that's a safety car. Oh no, now everybody's going to pit, aren't they? Everybody's going to be in for softs.
I don't think I would.
Oh, but you're going to... Yeah, it's going to be very hard to get past, but the thing is, yeah, there you go.
Gav's learnt where the pit lane was. Bergen hasn't.
Bergen hasn't. If I was Baby Hornet, I'd be tempted to stay out.
Error Voice has stayed out. Baby Hornet stayed out.
Okay.
The only thing is, this ruins Baby Hornet with his penalty, potentially.
Well, who's got to get away? But who's
the nearest person to him is his teammate, who's also got 3 seconds. He may be with Airways. So
he could, if he's aware. Do those guys talk to each other? In the race?
Melvin and Baby Hornet? Yes, they are very good friends.
In that case, hopefully, yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with playing the team game. I mean, it's
as long as you're fair and within the rules about it, there's nothing illegal about it. But obviously, if you start weaving down a straight to block your teammate, then to block him, then yeah, you're slightly in the wrong. But Melvin's a steward. He's more sensible than that. We know that. But I'm very... Bergen's going to the end here on the... Surely his tyre... Because his tyres are going to be older than your hards if he goes to the end.
Those tyres are not going to make it.
We're just going to see Bergen with no tyres on his car at the end of this race, still trying to drive.
Punctures definitely a thing in Monaco, because I know that on Friday in X, who was it? Someone had a puncture at the end of the race, didn't they? It was Was it Saviour?
It may have been, yeah.
It was Saviour who's behind me, wasn't it? I just throw that in casually that Saviour was behind me. Yeah, I think he got a puncture on the last lap.
Yeah, he did. You're not wrong. I remember now. Yeah.
So, admittedly, that was on the Inters on a drier track, which was fun as well. But yeah, I cannot see that those mediums are not going to just like turn into blocks of metal, and B explode, literally explode.
I mean.
Then again, quite a few safety car laps this race. Car laps.
Yeah, there's been a lot of safety car laps, but surely that's still too many.
And at the moment, by the way, you're winning the retirement game.
Do you know what the worst bit is? Before that safety car, I was about to say you're going to win this. And now Sambauer's gone somewhere as well, which I didn't actually pick up on. I'm one retirement away from being right here.
So, yeah, Rob says he locked a rear into the chicane. Yeah, I mean, this is a thing, I don't know whether you found this as well, but then again, you'd have to get further into the race to discover that once the tyres wear...
Wow.
Once the tyres wear in this game, it helps to push the brake balance forwards.
Yeah. I wouldn't know that. I haven't made it past that one all season, so...
The rears will lock up more the more the tyres are worn in this game. So it helps to push the brake balance forwards as you're starting to get tyre wear, I've noticed.
Yeah, I have heard that from actually a lot of the pros. I guess I can class you as a pro because you know it as well now, so... yeah.
So, yeah, anyway, bad luck, Rob. You were having a really good race there.
No, he was. I thought, well, he was technically on for the win if he managed to just stay within that gap of the Hornet. But all of a sudden, the pendulum swung, and now Baby Hornet is actually looking good for the race win, rather than looking like losing it. So, let's see. Obviously, Bergen, Aerovoice, Wimax will all... So at the minute, if Melvin can pull away from Airways, it's a 1-2 for Red Bull. So... Yeah,
it's suddenly gone. This race has swung, hasn't it? Suddenly looks... actually really good for Simon.
Yeah, it's sort of since the last pit stop, it sort of looks a bit tense and not so great. But
we need to get rid of the safety car. The safety car needs to start off now. Quite frankly,
he needs to get rid of Bergen as well. That's the other thing he needs to do.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens there. But I was thinking more in terms of the way that the field's likely to spread out with Melvin behind him.
Yeah.
He's got some advantages here. So, hang on, who is the car who is sort of like half a lap behind? Because whoever that is, well, there you go, the safety car's ignoring them anyway.
It's Johnny Smooth.
Smooth, what are you doing back there?
Get a move on. You're not me. You're allowed to be on the back of the pack. But let's see, so when is Bergen going to go? I can't wait to see this restart. I just feel like his tyre's going to blow the minute he puts the throttle down. To be honest, like
the tire's going to fall off the rim and fly off into the crowd.
Yeah, or something like in the nicest way possible, Bergen. I do kind of want to see it. I just want to see it go boom. That's all I want to see.
I think there's a chance that those tyres could make it with the amount of safety car action we've had, but we will see. So here we go into turn one. This is where it's going to get interesting.
Yeah, it is. Is everyone going to make it through okay? Because obviously Sanderbot comes at you very, very quickly. But everyone seems okay for now. I tell you what, I'm quite impressed by the lack of driver errors we've seen so far, though.
Oh, don't say that. That's absolutely... That's just the most ridiculous thing you could say.
Yeah, I'm leading stewarding. We've seen so many driver errors tonight.
Yeah, it's been an absolute hodgepodge of... hodgepodge? Where's Mark Hodgson tonight? Where is the hodgepodge?
Hodgie, are you here? YouTube chat? Hello? No,
yeah, anyway, so... Bergen is going to be a roadblock now. That's the other problem we've got, because he's going to be he is going to be slow. There's no two ways about it.
I mean, surely he's going to the end as well, just for the fun of it at this point.
Simon is very, very close to the back of Era Voice again.
He is, and it's actually nerve-jangling, because how many times have me and you absolutely cringed at the way he's got so close? Look, even into Raskas. Simon's got a lot more... Oh, big twitch from Simon in Raskas. Do you know what? I might rename the title the Martin Sound Effects Grand Prix.
I might have to stop watching Simon, because he's making me incapable of speech, and not in a good way, and also not in a sexy way either. But
well,
it's just every time I look at him, something a bit borderline is happening. It's just chill, please, just chill.
Yeah, Melbourne's under a lot of pressure from the raging Scotsman, so let's see. I'm pretty sure Gab's also in a party with them, so surely those two are having a discussion right now, but we shall see.
Well,
Melbourne's ghosting.
Is he? He's not on my screen. Oh, he's lost his wing again.
So that explains it. He must have lost his wing on the exit of, well, the corner before the tunnel.
Guessing the hotel, yeah.
Yeah, that's why he was ghosting. Gab is literally trying not to hit him the whole way round, but they've survived for now. But let's go back to Baby Hornet.
What that has done is it's opened a 5-second gap to Baby Hornet.
Yeah.
From Melvin backwards. Melvin has stayed out. Melvin is totally playing the team game.
I want to see him into turn 1.
This isn't going to work. No! Now he's caused a safety car, which is going to spoil.
No, his wheel stayed on. How did his wheel stay on? Anton's out. Anton went into the back of him.
Oh, what's happening?
Anton.
Oh no, now we've got contact at the back with Johnny Smooth.
Oh goodness, and now he's through on Melvin. Oh, Johnny Smooth's in the wall!
Smooth's in the wall!
Oh, Johnny.
I wonder whether Melvin thinks he's actually got some front wing left.
No, I think it was more, oh, no one's going to be able to get past me anyway. Let me just take Sandavot normally. Oh, wait, there's a wall there. Hornet's in the wall! Baby Hornet, sorry. He's just hit the wall. And again, he's lost his wing! A bit of it! Baby Hornet may have just thrown away the win!
Don't need to do this, Simon! You got the gap! You don't need to do this!
Simon!
You can totally race with front wing damage here.
He's nearly hit Sandavot!
Yeah, if you take it gently in the corners. That race on that X race I did nearly all of with a broken front wing.
Yeah. Was it the sprint you did it?
Oh yeah, it was the sprint, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was turn one.
I don't even want to talk about the turn 1 in the sprint. I still to this day have no idea what happened.
So, just going back to this race.
Yeah.
The next actual challenger to Baby Hornet is Ghost Rider, right down in 8th, who is 7.5 seconds behind.
Well, I will say one thing: Baby Hornet's still got Stoob and Night Shadow as protection at the moment, because I'm pretty sure they're all together. But
Ghost Rider also has penalties, doesn't he?
He does. Let's have a look how many he's got actually. Penalties. He's got 3 as well, so he has to get him on track if he wants to beat him. I believe all the drivers, apart from Airways, that are racing Simon, have a penalty. Ghost Rider's just got past Gab. Gab's lost his front wing. Gab's got no front wing at all. And he's staying out.
Staying out, yeah. Oh!
Yep. I was just waiting for you to do...
This feels absolutely fine! It's gonna be no problem at all! And to turn 1! Then I got myself a penalty by trying to avoid the barrier quite aggressively and cutting across the pit lane exit.
Oh,
is he loving
give me
this? I reckon he's loving
this.
No, I'm giving him some love. It's love and affection.
He's gonna love watching this back, that's for sure. But he's also racing Tier 4, so if you want to see more of Gab's Scottish madness, please tune into Tier 4 in around about, I don't know what time it is, in around about 25 minutes.
Era Voice is crawling all over Bergen's back end.
Yeah, look at how slow Baby Hornet is now, though. Look how much time he's lost with that wing damage. To be fair, though, he's kept Max
the gap isn't closing to Ghost Rider. It's barely moving.
Yeah, and there's still 3 cars separating them, so...
And Airways is miles back, who's the only person that could get between those two.
Yeah.
In terms of, because Airways doesn't have any penalties. Melvin's just got himself another penalty.
Yeah, he's on 6 now, Melvin, so that is...
Is he still driving around with no front wing?
Let me go and have a look.
Yes, he is. He actually is still going with no front wing.
How is he driving that car? To be fair, is that... Ziad's Ghost is currently faster than him.
Dumbest is the next car back, and probably coming quite quickly towards him, but he's a fair way back at the moment.
Yeah, don't forget, we've got Gab who's
him.
also driving with no front wing as well. And if Gab was any sort of teammate, he would let Airways go when he is now only 1.7 behind him.
Yeah, you would hope that he's not going to block his teammate when he's volunteering for the night in that team.
Yeah, but I mean, I think Airways deserves a lot. I mean, he's come up from Tier 4. He's actually looked very good today as well, Airways, so it's good to see. But Simon, under a bit of pressure from Wumax, I think he's going to be alright for now. Stoob in P5. Stoob's also got no front wing. And his front wing is jarred under his car as well.
Oh my goodness, what is happening around here? It's like everybody's watched some racing from the 1950s when they didn't have front wings and they went, oh, I could do that.
Yeah, and now G Ginny's right behind him. The thing is now, this is actually helping Simon even more because it's keeping Ghost Rider completely away from him. Because Steve is just driving that slow.
Yeah, I mean, Ghost Rider is... Hang on, what's just happened there,
has passed
baby?
Simon.
Simon, just let him go, it doesn't matter.
See, Martin is engineering you from the box, but can I just say...
I'm not engineering him. I am I'm cheering him on. I feel like he deserves it. He was my you know, my
pick
call
for the race
win.
Yeah.
So, you know, he's getting my support. But to be fair, so's Ghost Rider. So yeah.
Yeah, no. I was joking, but at the same time, he is now actually only 2 cars separated, and also Stoob has no front wing. So can Ghost Rider get? Oh, Stoob's out in the tunnel. He couldn't turn the car.
That's who was Schumacher crashed in the tunnel, wasn't it? And destroyed his car in there, wasn't he?
Yeah, he definitely did. But Simon just needs to complete one more lap and he will win the race. Bergen's tyres are somehow still going.
I think I saw sparks though. You know, like as he's driving along on the rims.
I want to see what percentage they're in general chat after this, please, Bergen. I'd love to know. Because, wait, is that 37 laps, I want to say? Yes.
Yes.
Well, it'll be 38 at the end of this. That is ludicrous. There's tyre whispering, and then there's this. But
yeah, that's impressive stuff to go quite that far with a set of mediums. It's got to be said.
And I mean, Error Boys has a whiz past him even, and his tyres will be way better at this point. So fair play. But Wumax is the man in P3. Baby Hornet's dropped off a lot. I think Baby Hornet will want to try and hold Genie off, just for the pride of it, though.
Pride comes before a fall, Connor.
It does. You're not wrong.
And Ghost Rider is in sight of him now. Ghost Rider is actually in the same shot just there.
Yeah, he is, and he's got Airways right behind him, actually. Airways has really caught up to the back of him. So, oh, he's just hit the wall, though, Airways. Airways is going to take... Airways has just lost his wing, just as I was being so nice. He just needs to stay within 3 seconds of Ghost Rider, and he's just taken P2 in his Tier 3 debut, though. That's all he has to do. I think he's going to do it, but Simon will take the Tier 3 win. Bergen takes it on track. Aeroboy second, Wumax third, Simon in fourth. Genie in 5th. Airways will take 2nd for tier 3. Well, actually, with the motions. Will he? Probably.
He doesn't get demoted, does he?
No, but I mean, Bergen only goes to 5th, doesn't he? So.
Oh, yes, of course, yeah.
So actually, Airways will take 3rd, and then Ghost Rider will just miss out on the podium. Gav did finish with no front wing. Both McLarens did. Dumbest Hornet ends up in 9th. Melbourne isn't going to keep 10th. Johnny Smooth actually does take the last point from Melbourne. Don't forget, all of that is only provisional because stewarding is still to come. But that was a very big chess game, wasn't it?
Yeah, Simba's going to have a lot of fun doing the results for this one, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, I better make sure that I scroll down very, very slowly so you can pick it all up properly. But yeah, that's not going to be an easy one for him because there's just so many reserves. But I don't know if you want to have your rant about reserves now.
I sort of did it at the start. I'm not going to go back there again.
Okay.
We should just be celebrating.
End on a positive.
Celebrating the fact that we saw some good racing there.
And Baby Hornet's got to the end of a race as well.
He has, and not only has he got to the end of a race, he's got to the end of the race with a win.
He has, but there is your, well, provisional results. Bergen takes the win, Error Boys 2nd, Wibac's 3rd. Baby Hornet will end up with the win after the demotions. Genie in P5, Airways P6, Ghost Rider P7, Night Shadow P8, Dumbest Hornet P9, Johnny Smooth in P10, Melbourne P11, Ziad is the last of the classified finishers in P12, Stu P13, Anton P14, Rob Smith P15, Sambal in, well, 16, Smoggy Go 17, B17 18, Jazzboy and Dak Convertible did not finish as well. Martin, who's your driver of the day?
Oh, that's quite tricky.
It is a tough one.
I think it has to be Simon, really, but I'd say that Ghost Rider, considering he was making his way right to the front and lost his wing at one point, didn't he?
Yep.
Has then actually made a pretty good comeback because he's ended up he's ended up the second placed correct driver for this tier, even though he's not going to be second in the standings.
Yeah, he definitely. I'm actually gonna go. Like, don't get me wrong. Shout out to Ghost Rider and to Airway and to Simon. But I think my driver of the day is going to go to Airways just because it's his tier 3 debut. His first race of that line as well. So it's great to see him up there.
Good honourable mention, that is.
Yeah. So I think that can be classed as done. That was a great race. Great tier 3. Good. Omen, for what we're about to see in tier 4. Is there anything you want to add before we go?
Not really.
No.
Apart from the fact that my nerves are an absolute state due to Simon's
rear end
wild decision making in that race.
Yeah.
Despite the fact he did get there in the end, I thought about 1,500 times that he was about to implant himself into the back of a car or smack himself sideways into a barrier on the throttle.
Well, then he did do it, but yeah. But that'll be it for tonight. We've had a bit of everything tonight. We've had Scottish impressions. We've had sound effects. We've had Simon scaring the living hell out of Martin and myself. But we've also had some great racing and a great tier 3 race. But that'll be it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ding that bell, because we're going live again in 15 minutes with Chris Bailey hosting the comm session with, is it Ryan? I think it's Ryan.
I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is it Carl tonight? Didn't Ryan have a sore throat or something?
Oh yeah, Ryan. Yeah, it's either Ryan. Either way,
it's all a big surprise. It's like Christmas.
Yeah, you're going to hear Chris's voice, which is probably unlucky, but you are. So we'll see you all very soon. But that'll be it. Good night.
See you later.